Hi everyone, Michael here from Seniors Money, your go-to channel for all the latest news and updates on retirement income, senior benefits, and money management tips for retirees in Canada. If you're a senior citizen or nearing retirement age, you won't want to miss today's exciting video. The Trudeau government has just announced a massive increase to the Canada Pension Plan payments, and this could significantly boost your monthly income in retirement. But before we dive into the details, let me ask you a question. How much monthly income from CPP are you currently expecting when you retire? Whatever the amount, I can almost guarantee it's about to go up substantially thanks to this new policy change. So stick around as I break down everything you need to know about the CPP increase, who qualifies, how much extra you could receive each month, and what it means for your retirement finances. This is seriously big news that could put more money in your pocket every month for years to come. You won't want to miss a second of this video. Now, as most of you probably know, the Canada Pension Plan is a mandatory contribution plan that provides a monthly retirement income for Canadian workers and their families when they retire. It's funded through deductions from your paycheck throughout your working life. Well, in an announcement that took many by surprise, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau revealed that the maximum annual CPP payment is being hiked from around $15,000 to over $17,400 for new pension recipients as of 2024. That translates into a maximum monthly CPP payment of $1,450 going forward, a huge $240 per month increase over the previous maximum. Now just let that sink in for a moment. An extra $240 every single month, or almost $3,000 per year in extra retirement income from CPP alone. For many seniors living on a fixed income, that is an absolute game changer. But it gets even better. The increase doesn't just apply to those starting CPP in 2024. It will be rolled out to all existing CPP recipients over the next few years through graduated increases. So whether you're already receiving CPP payments or still a few years away from retirement, this policy change could have a massive positive impact on your finances and quality of life as a senior. Imagine what you could do with an extra few $100s every month. Pay down debts faster, handle rising costs, travel more, or simply enjoy a little more financial breathing room in your golden years. And the best part, this CPP increase doesn't depend on your income level or require any additional contributions from you. It's essentially free money on top of what you'd already be entitled to from the plan. So as you can probably tell, I'm really excited about this announcement and couldn't wait to share the details with my Seniors Money audience. This is the type of policy change that could legitimately improve the retirement finances and living standards for millions of Canadian seniors, both today and for generations to come. Let me give you a bit more context around this CPP increase and why the Trudeau government decided to implement it. Reason/context for the CPP increase. Seniors' poverty rate still too high. CPP/OAS insufficient for many. Cost of living continues rising, making fixed incomes inadequate. Retirement savings eroded by economic conditions. Aging population putting more strain on pension/social systems. Desire to improve quality of life for low-mid-income seniors. As you can imagine, the rapidly rising cost of living has been a massive financial hurdle for seniors trying to sustain themselves on fixed incomes like CPP and OAS payments alone. Expenses for housing, food, healthcare, and other essentials have been climbing at a dizzying pace. At the same time, economic conditions and turbulent financial markets have taken a big bite out of many seniors' retirement savings and investment accounts in recent years. The ideal of a comfortable retirement has started to feel like an unattainable dream for too many hardworking Canadians. On top of that, Canada's population is aging rapidly as the huge baby boomer generation enters their golden years, with proportionally fewer working-age Canadians to support the system. The sustainability of public pension programs like CPP and OAS has become a pressing concern. Poverty rates among seniors, while lower than in past decades, are still too high, especially for single seniors and those from lower income backgrounds who were never able to build up much retirement savings. So in the face of all these mounting challenges, the Trudeau Liberal government decided it was time for decisive action to improve the financial security and living standards for seniors across the country. By hiking the maximum CPP payments to around $1,450 per month, they aim to provide substantial income relief that will make it easier for seniors to keep up with rising costs, pay their bills, and maintain a decent quality of life without having to scrimp and sacrifice on basic necessities. Now, to be clear, not everyone will receive the full $1,450 monthly amount. CPP payments are based on how much and how long you contributed to the plan during your working years. The more you paid in through payroll deductions, and the longer you contributed, the higher your monthly CPP retirement benefits will be. But even those receiving less than the maximum amount will still see a proportional increase in their monthly checks. So this policy will lift incomes and reduce financial strain for seniors across income levels, not just higher income earners. The increase will be particularly impactful for lower and middle income seniors who didn't have the opportunity to build up large personal savings or workplace pensions. For them, CPP payments could constitute the majority of their total retirement income. So an extra $200 or $300 per month could be the difference between just scraping by and enjoying a reasonably comfortable lifestyle. As for eligibility, you must meet normal CPP requirements around your age and number of working years to qualify for the increased payment amounts. The good news, though, is that once fully rolled out, the boost will apply to both new CPP recipients as well as all existing recipients. No one will be left out or need to reapply. If you're already receiving CPP benefits, the increase will start being phased in gradually through smaller incremental top-ups each year until you reach the new maximum payment level based on your circumstances. Those just becoming eligible for CPP payments from 2024 onward will get the full increased amount right away. Another positive aspect of the CPP increase is that it will be indexed to inflation going forward, allowing those payments to maintain their purchasing power instead of slowly eroding in value over time due to rising costs. This is a lesson learned from the past when static pension incomes fell further and further behind the ever-increasing cost of living. While the CPP boost is certainly welcome news for Canadian seniors, it's important to understand that this is not a brand new income stream being created out of thin air. The extra money to fund these higher CPP payments will come from the contributions made by today's working Canadians through those payroll deductions we'd all see on our paychecks. So in that sense, younger workers will indirectly be supporting the increased retirement incomes for today's seniors. And of course, that cost burden will ultimately fall on employers and workers themselves through potentially higher CPP contribution rates down the road. But in framing this as an intergenerational investment in the financial well-being of our seniors and future retirees, the Trudeau government felt the short-term payroll cost was well worth the long-term benefits to Canadian society. To give you a clearer picture of how impactful this change could be, let's look at a couple of examples using the new $1,450 maximum monthly CPP amount. Let's say John is 65 years old and just becoming eligible to start collecting CPP this year. Based on his lifetime contributions, his regular CPP amount would have been around $1,000 per month under the old system. But with the new increase, that jumps up to the full $1,450 monthly payment right off the bat. An extra $450 per month or $5,400 per year. Or take Julie, who is 75 years old and has been collecting CPP since she was 60. She currently receives $800 per month from CPP. With the new policy, her monthly income from CPP alone will gradually increase until it tops out at around $1,200, a $400 per month raise compared to what she was going to receive under the old system. Beyond just the extra monthly income itself, the CPP increase could also have some additional benefits and positive knock-on effects for Canadian seniors. For starters, it will allow more seniors to rely primarily on CPP and other government benefits like OAS rather than having to dip into personal savings and investments as much to cover their living expenses. This preserves more of those nest eggs for potential emergencies, healthcare costs, and other big expenditures down the road. It also reduces the risk of seniors outliving their retirement savings by providing higher guaranteed income for life through CPP. With people living longer than ever before, that longevity insurance becomes increasingly valuable. From a broader economic perspective, putting more money into the pockets of seniors who tend to spend the majority of their income in their local communities could provide a welcome boost to consumer spending. This increased spending by seniors on everything from home renovations and restaurants to travel and entertainment will help drive job creation and economic growth. And finally, higher CPP payments could help alleviate some of the financial strain and caregiver burden on families with elderly parents or relatives. With more adequate retirement incomes, fewer seniors may need to fall back on their adult children for financial support or even having to move in with family members down the line. So while the primary purpose is to improve retirement security and living standards, this CPP increase really has the potential to deliver much wider-ranging benefits for Canadian society as a whole. The main criticism has come from employers and business groups who warn that higher CPP premiums could stifle economic growth, job creation, and competitiveness, especially for small businesses already struggling with rising operating costs. There are also concerns around housing affordability, with some experts fearing that putting more money into the hands of house-rich but cash-poor seniors could further drive up demand and prices in overheated real estate markets. From a government finances perspective, higher payroll taxes to fund the CPP increase could exacerbate Canada's already bloated deficit and debt levels if not properly accounted for. Conservatives have attacked this as kicking the can down the road to future generations. And finally, some more radical thinkers have raised philosophical concerns around expanding the CPP system itself. They argue it perpetuates an outdated model of government dependency rather than promoting personal savings, investment, and financial responsibility for one's own retirement. So those are some of the counterpoints and issues that have been raised by critics of the CPP increase. While I don't necessarily agree with all of them, they are still factors to consider for a full and balanced perspective. Ultimately, though, as a seniors advocate, I have to be in favor of any policy that credibly improves the financial security, well-being, and quality of life for our aging population in a sustainable way. And based on all the analysis I've seen, the CPP increase seems to achieve exactly that while remaining financially viable and funded through a reasonable sharing of contributions. So there you have it, folks. A comprehensive breakdown of the major CPP increase announced by Prime Minister Trudeau's government and what it means for you as a Canadian senior, both today and well into the future. To quickly recap the key points, maximum CPP payments are rising from around $1,200 to $1,450 per month. The increase is being gradually rolled out to all new and existing CPP recipients over the next few years through incremental top-ups. It applies to seniors across all income levels, with lower-income retirees seeing proportional boosts as well. The extra CPP income could be an absolute game-changer in terms of retirement finances and quality of life on a fixed income. It aims to reduce senior poverty, increase self-sufficiency, and ease caregiver burdens on families. But it also comes with potential costs and impacts like higher payroll taxes that have drawn some criticism. At the end of the day, this CPP increase represents one of the most concrete and impactful steps undertaken in decades to improve retirement security for millions of Canadian seniors and future retirees alike. While no policy is ever perfect, this move by the Trudeau Liberals seems to get more right than wrong by providing a substantial and sustainable income boost to those who need it most. So if you're currently receiving CPP payments or soon will be, pay very close attention to your statements and monthly deposit amounts over the next couple of years. You could easily have hundreds of extra dollars landing in your bank account before you know it. And if you've had elderly parents, grandparents, or other relatives collecting CPP, you may also want to make them aware of this important change so they understand where that extra money is coming from and can plan accordingly. As always, I encourage you all to stay tuned right here on the Seniors Money channel. I'll continue tracking all the latest updates on this policy as it gets rolled out, as well as any other major retirement income or financial changes that could impact your lives as seniors. So be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and check the description box below for links to even more helpful resources around CPP, budgeting, and making the most of your retirement finances. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon for more money tips to put cash back in your pocket as a senior. Take care.